Fun. There hasn't been a lot of rehearsal. And I think even if there was, it wouldn't even make that much difference. But you're going to see a lot of children and grandchildren, and it's a lovely little story about Christmas, about Jesus and Christmas. And so to start, my son Fisher is going to read from the book of Isaiah, where the birth of the Christ child was foretold.
Okay. The prophet foretells the coming of the Messiah. A reading from Isaiah. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in the land of the shadow of death, upon them a light has shined. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this.
Ready? All right. This is Mary, a girl of Galilee. Her that we remember her and love her still. One day an angel appeared to Mary. Mary married a man from Nazareth. His name was Joseph, and he was a carpenter by trade. When Joseph had to go from Nazareth up to Bethlehem in Judea to pay taxes in his father's town, Mary went with him. It was a long, weary journey for her because she was very close to having her baby. When they reached Bethlehem at last, they found many travelers there before them. The streets were full of people. Joseph asked,
"Do you have any room?"
No. The inns were crowded. Though Joseph asked shelter only for his wife, everyone turned them away. At last, one innkeeper showed them to a stable full of warm, sweet hay.
"Do you have any room?"
The innkeeper said yes. That night, Mary's baby was born. She wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in the manger, since there was no room for them in the inn. Now there were shepherds living in the countryside nearby. While the shepherds were keeping watch over their flocks by night, an angel of the Lord appeared to them in shining glory, and they were all afraid.
There is nothing to fear. I come to bring you joy, that which shall come to all people, for a child has born in Bethlehem, a Savior who is Christ the Lord, and you shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes in a manger.
Suddenly, the sky was full of angels. The sky was full of angels who were praising God and saying,
Glory to God in the highest, and on earth
Now, to celebrate the angel's appearance, we're going to sing one verse of Hark the Herald Angels Sing. You guys have your music over there. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. When the angels disappeared into heaven, the shepherds said to one another,
Let's go to Bethlehem.
and see this thing which the Lord has made known. They hurried to the town.
I guess bye-bye. I gotta go
They hurried to the town and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in the manger. Afterwards, the shepherds ran and told everyone they met about the child. We saw the baby Jesus. There we go. Now, when Jesus was still a baby, some wise men from the east came to Jerusalem. They were in search of the King of Kings, the very Son of God. Behold, the star. The star which they had seen in the east went before them till it stood over the place where the child lay. When they saw the star, the wise men rejoiced and were glad. They bowed down and worshipped him and laid before him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The child was called Jesus, the name given by the angel before he was born. And the child grew and became strong in spirit and full of wisdom, and the grace of God was upon him. And now we're going to sing the first verse of Joy to the World. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. We're going to do one more verse when the angels get here. Let's sing the second verse, girls. You know that one? Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Repeat the sounding joy. Thank you. Now may the joy of the angels, the eagerness of the shepherds, the perseverance of the wise men, the obedience of Joseph and Mary, and the peace of the Christ child be yours this Christmas. The children will stay for a few pictures if you'd like. We have hot chocolate back here. And if you're looking for a church to go to, maybe for the Christmas season, we have some cards on the back for one church. If you don't like this church, there's lots of churches around. We encourage you to go and visit a church during Christmas.
Oh, a lot
Thank
of
you.
churches. Fine.